thank you guys for coming back to 4-Wheel Auto Show. I'm your host, Bishop Knight, co-host Cesar Guado. He's not here today, but I got it handled. Alright, before the break, we were going to talk about the credit. But the vehicle today we was talking about is a 2014 Chevy Cruze LS. So we're going to talk about credit, what type of credit it takes to get into a car like this, what type of programs our sponsor has available for you guys. So let's talk about that. Credit, very important. A lot of people ask me, so Bishop, I got little credit, I got no credit, you know, what do I need to do in order to get into to a vehicle, or how do I establish my credit, or how do I reestablish my credit? I get so many questions about credit. So let me put it to you this way, okay? If you have no credit, you need to establish your credit. How do you establish your credit? There's a couple different ways. You can establish through credit cards, you can establish through personal loans if a bank will give you one, or you can establish through an auto loan, okay? If you come to NextCar, let's say, and those guys say, hey, you know what? You have no credit, okay? They have a credit starter program, they have a credit rebuilder program, and they have a program designed to help people that are just coming over to the States that don't have socials and stuff like that. But let's talk about one of the programs I know they have. I know they have the credit rebuilder program. So let's talk about that one. Credit rebuilder program. This is a program that's designed for people that have had credit in the past, that have had vehicles and stuff like that. Vehicles went into repos. Maybe they had some up and downs in their life and something happened financially, they couldn't pay their bills for that short period of time. Now they're back on track, they got everything straight, and they're looking for a second chance to try to reestablish, rebuild the credit, and they're looking for a good pre-owned vehicle. Well, NextCar, that's the place to go. Next program they have is a credit starter program, and that's what I was talking about earlier. Person has no credit, they're looking to establish credit. These guys have a program they can put you in. Same thing, it'll help establish the credit. The quickest way to establish credit is to get an auto loan. Now you can do it through credit cards, but normally they're only going to give you like a $300 limit or a $200 limit or something like that, and it's going to take you forever to get the credit established. Now with an auto loan, boom, it's established right away. So if you're trying to establish the credit, these guys have a program they can put you in also to help you establish the credit, okay? And also too, the other program that they have, I was talking about earlier, people coming from different countries, they're coming over, they don't have a social, they don't have a Texas driver license, but they do have a passport, and they're able to present that passport. It's okay, they got a program for that too, okay? To help those people get into a good pre-owned vehicle, okay? And then at some point in time, they do get their social, or they get a TIN or a number that they can put that information on. NextCar will actually add it to it, okay, so that they can start getting credit for it. So it's a good opportunity with that particular program also. Now, one of the things I will tell you guys that when it comes to credit, you need to make sure that you're checking your credit at least twice a year. You need to make sure you're checking it twice a year. And I'll give you the website. It doesn't matter to me. It's annualcreditreport.com. Go to annualcreditreport.com, pull your credit, pull all 3 bureaus, and look and see what's going on with you guys' file. And if there's something on there that's not correct, then you need to dispute it. You can dispute it right there on the site, okay? But make sure you go through that, okay? That's very important, because I know a lot of times when I was talking to people at the dealerships, they would say, well, I haven't checked my credit in, you know, because I don't buy anything on credit. You look at the credit now, well, you got these things on there. Well, those are not mine. Well, I don't know what to tell you. It's showing that they're yours. So, but if that person would have been checking their credit, they would have knew they had those discrepancies on there, and they could have went ahead and got that stuff off before they actually came to the dealership. So that's one of my things when it comes to buying cars. You need to make sure you understand what you're doing with that credit, because that's very important. That's going to make the difference on your payments. That's going to make the difference on your term. It's going to make the difference on your interest rate. You know, I have a lot of people tell me, man, you know, interest rates is high these days. Well, interest rate is not that high. What it is you got an issue going on with the credit that makes the rate high. Really right now rates are very, very low. But that's if you qualify. Okay, if you don't qualify, then of course the rates are going to be high. So make sure you check the credit. Any discrepancies, make sure you dispute those and then get that credit right. Okay, so we're going to take another quick break, let our sponsor speak, and we'll be right back. So don't leave.